Getting close to the final result, guys. A few things you kind of want to check. Don't be like me. Don't just bounce out your freshly baked master here, which you worked on for so long, without checking the automation. You will not be the first one that is going to be surprised by what automation can do to your track. Now, software like Logic has a lot of tracks to process, so you got to keep in mind that automation is always going to be, a little shaky sometimes. So it's a good idea to just check out everything that you have in the project. Avoid one of these amazing, crazy curves that are just going to look like squares. They might look very satisfying to you by vision, but in reality, software cannot deal with these crazy angles in automation. So we're going to dig into it and see if we can find some of these glitches that might be causing some trouble later on in the mix when we bounce it out. And we don't want to be surprised by muddy automation when we're on stage on one of the bigger festivals. So I'm going to click A and go over some of these automation tracks, and I'm going to check out if there's anything that deserves some attention here. I'm just going to go and click on all these automation tracks to see if there's something that we missed out on. This doesn't look too bad. This is all fine. And see if we can find some of these hooky, drawed, copied automation parts. I don't see anything crazy going on so far. I think we already get most of these parts. Oh, this is not doing anything here. Okay, interesting. What you can see here now by checking out our automation that our sidechain is not working properly on the second drop. So that's something we're going to fix as we speak. You want to have the same automation as in the first drop, obviously, unless you have a creative reason to not do so. There we go. Oh, I have to move this whole part to the right. A little bit too exciting here with the automation. There we go. Okay, at least we don't have any crazy things going on. We can actually add the same piece of automation here that we've done on the first break. I hear one of these effects are a little bit too loud here. Let's have a look. Is the automation right for the low cuts here? Yes, it is. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? We have the Simplon A. There we go. We're gonna get rid of this one here. Another hook. And the same for this one. We don't want to risk any pops. Here we go again. Gotta fix that. This is all fine. Okay, what else do we have? There's a hook here that we're going to cut in and a hook here that we're going to cut in. So same here and here. It's a little bit silly to have to check this, but you just don't want to have any surprises here when you're on stage. And you better avoid it and try to fix it live. There's a verb here that we're just sending. Oh, this is an interesting automation of the guitars. Well, guess what? We're not using any guitars, so I can just take it out. Piano is not anything crazy here. Same goes for this. And what do we have on the chords? Contact, high frequencies are all fine. You see there's a nice little curve here, so it's not hurting and not causing any pops. I don't see any crazy things going on here just yet. I think we're good to go, at least on the automation side. And what's maybe fun to do, now we're talking about automation, is some old tricks that might work for you when it comes down to automation and mastering and mixing. This is just something, I'm gonna give this the same color. There we go, looks nice. When you go to your master output, one of the older tricks, and it's funny, a lot of my friends and colleagues do it, and we're gonna apply it here to the mix, is you're gonna use a low frequency filter or maybe a gain that's gonna lower the volume in just before the drop, so it feels like the drop is much louder. You shouldn't use too much of a gain difference, because if you do, the limiters and the actual compressors are gonna react as well when you change the volume. So don't do it too much and just see what feels right to you. Can work really well. So we're gonna do the same thing at the first drop, just a little bit less, so you have something extra for the second drop. Okay, sounds about right. We can do the same thing with going from mono to stereo. It's something that I barely ever do, but now we're talking about automation. We can just try it out and might as well work for the track. So I am going to make the track more mono just before the drop. I think that is more than enough. It's actually a nice effect. I actually never use it. Let's see what happens if we do this on the second breakdown and the drop. I think that the snare drum is a little bit too loud still. Okay, I think we're getting there, guys. One of the last things that I would check from the beginning, are all the transitions right? I think that right at this point, we can actually add this part. I'm gonna change the gain a little bit. And I'm gonna adapt this bass a little bit by putting a low cut on it so it filters in. Okay, not bad. I just lowered the gain on the master chain a little bit as I thought it was getting a little bit too loud. But I think we're there, guys. This is wrapping up the master chain and the automation part of the course here. And I think we're almost good to go. We just have to bounce it out.